clothes in the dryer, please? Jenny, can you put some of your dad's clothes to wash, please? Allá está afuera. Ponemos inside.
You ain't got no room.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago. This crowd, they The NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with Derek Carr and the Las Vegas Raiders. Two teams that met back in Super Bowl 37 in San Diego. The Bucs and Raiders are underway. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
Now Leonard Fournette. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
From the 41, Brady. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
My five. Bring it.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. He completes it to Evans. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
Brady's throw on target to Godwin here. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 37.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
You're not ready. Check.
Brady going to throw. And Brate, the tight end's got it.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what their opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does. And in practice, it wasn't about a lot of big shots on that opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays, sustain it. They've done that. The defense now on their heels a little.
That they are, and you know what else is happening now? They're gaining information. They're gaining knowledge about how the defense is planning on playing them. So not only are they being successful on this drive, they're filing things away for future drives in this game.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Five's the mic.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown. Tom Brady with a touchdown pass to Chris Godwin. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point put through by Succop, and it's now a 7-0 game. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 23.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45.
Coming for you.
And they run with Jacobs on 1st down, and he'll take this forward for about 5.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Second down and 5.
45. I got wide.
45.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs.
Run. Get there.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Get in the weight room.
45.
This to Jacobs on the toss right.
Let's go.
And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Shut down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 38-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The running game fully in sync, 1-11 on that play.
And sometimes it comes from the offensive coordinator, understanding what he thinks the defense is going to do and dialing up the perfect play. Sometimes the quarterback, though, can look at the defense, realize he needs to change it to a run, and that gets it done in a big way as well.
I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take it.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. They fake the handoff. Now Carr sliding out of the pocket. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield.
Let's go.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Check 6 guys.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that
You
timing.
don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see.
They'll go for it. It's Carr. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone because eventually you're going to run into their territory, and that's when they lick their chops in order to get the big hit or a play on the ball.
Offensively, nice execution to find a hole, make the catch. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
Hey, we got three. Three down.
Here's Jacobs. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And this time he is in.
Yes.
Josh Jacobs taking it in from a yard out. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. We'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays, but you also have to have good feel as well, because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get into the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
Carlson on for the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Raiders 14, Buccaneers 7.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing now is Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Wait, that's 20. Easy.
They're running it.
Now Brady.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
They had enough yards for the first down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free, no first down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. To Evans on the slant. He's at the 40, 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, 66 yards. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point up and good by Succop. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Joker. He's coming. He's coming. He's coming. We got double up. Double up.
Play action. Now it's Carr. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown Raiders. Deshaun Jackson, 74 yards. And the Raiders on just 2 plays have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble of bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Oh, what a catch by Gronkowski. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Mike 5. Mike 5.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
On first down, Brady. That's caught by Howard. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
All day, baby. 44's the mic. 44's mic. Check. Yeah. You don't want none.
Brady now on first down. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal.
4 down.
To throw is Brady. Godwin's got it. Touchdown Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin as the first half is winding down. And the Buccaneers have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point try now for Succop. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And we'll see how aggressive they want to be in these final stages before the half. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now a play fake. Carr. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
You better be afraid of me. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
The final shot here before half for Carr. Flush to his right. Throw right side into the hands of Foster Moreau. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us. Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 35-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Carr. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Hey, 734.
Throwing his Carr on third down.
Watch the pass.
Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Sean Murphy Bunting. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Extra point put through by Succop, and they will take a 7-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation deep.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr., and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
45. No gain on this defense, no gain.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Deshaun Jackson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Carlson now to add the extra point. He's got it. This thing's turning a bit wild here. We're tied at 28. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked out officially at the 21. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 42 yards on the ground for him so far. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
They'll run with Fournette. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
Mike 5, Mike 5, Mike 5. Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 46. To throw, it's Brady.
Watch 7. You got nothing.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Brady's throw there complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. From the 27, Brady. A quick pass here to Godwin. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 13-yard line. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. A handoff to Fournette. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Oh, yeah!
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends.
Championships, baby. Mike 5.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Fournette, and he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Leonard Fournette punching it in from a yard away. And the Buccaneers answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Suck up for the extra point. It's up and good, and they've jumped back ahead, 35-28. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Returning it, Johnson.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. On 2nd and 12, Carr. And he'll find Moreau here. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. To throw, it's Carr. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Drake. And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Slam, slam, slam.
And Carr's throw complete here to Waller. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. He'll buy some time right. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 30.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Carr to throw. He'll set up the screen to Drake. And some room to work. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Now Carr. They'll roll him out right. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. Yes, sir, that touchdown puts them in striking distance. And let me tell you something, forget being conservative here. Go for it, go for 2.
Well, going for it on the road, want to win it right now.
Want to win it right now, have the momentum, go ahead and get it done.
Here's Carr. And he's going to get in for the 2 points. It was an incredibly gutsy call, but they've taken the lead by a point late in the game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of...
And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And the Raiders are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from Tampa.